That's awkward. Yes, people, how are we? How are we doing? Welcome back, or welcome for the first time if this is your first time viewing. Welcome to the channel. Brief introduction. I'm going to do this every single video now because there's a lot more viewers than the previous was. So if you don't know me, if it's your first time here, I'm Jack. I'm from South Wales. I'm a former professional natural bodybuilder. As of the last 8 months ago, I decided to go assisted, and I'm currently on a little bit of a pursuit of building a pro-worthy physique. I'm not chasing pro cards, I'm building a pro-worthy physique. So you would have just seen there my check-in. I would have put some of it in if it looks okay. I kind of set the camera up. It's a frosty morning here in the UK today, -2 degrees. I was in and out, and then you would have seen me answer the door in my pants because a parcel came and it wasn't even for me. So I'm just going to take you through a little bit of a day today. It's going to be a bit of a vlog, something a little bit different. Usually I either do training, 4 days of eating, a bit of a ramble, but today it's just going to be a bit of a vlog. So stay tuned. I'm going to get this camera charged because it's already signaling that I need to charge it. I'm going to get my morning started. I'm going to try to take you through it if the camera lives up. Maybe I'll record something on my phone. The phone, we'll go for the... Here we go. We'll see how this goes. This is on my phone now. Usually I record on the Canon G7X Mark II, the OG. I know the price of these right now is like skyrocketed. And do you know why it's skyrocketed? Because of this, look. That, the flash, is a very in-demand feature on these cameras because you get like, you know, the old school retro camera vibe with them. So anyway, moving on to more important topics. Drugs, bodybuilding and food. But no, we're not going to touch upon any of those today. So, like I said, a bit of a vlog today and a bit of a rundown of life, to show you a bit of a day in the life, I guess. I don't know where this is going. I really don't, but we're here for it. So, as you know, start my morning, or if you don't know, start my morning the same way every single day. I've got 1 scoop of Hydromax. This is the sour apple. This is one of my favorite flavors currently. Sour apple. Kind of tastes like those, you know, those apple rings, those sweets you used to be able to get in Lidl's or Aldi's, or one of those. Really, really good. So I'll start with 1 scoop in that, with 600 mils in there. And then in here, I've got 600 mils again. So 1.2 litres to start my day. I drink quite a lot of fluid. Even in the off season, I'm drinking like between 7 and 7.5 litres. That's 1.2 litres right there. And then here I have 15 grams of L-glutamine. I have 5 grams of glutathione max. I have 11 grams of Systol max, 1 serving, and 10 grams of lipid max, 1 serving. All of these are from Strong, but I get mine from Subshack. Again, if you do not know, shameless plug, I am a Subshack sponsored athlete, which means I use the best of the best, which for me at the moment are Strong, but that's one of my go-tos. And then over here, I've got some pills to take, which are going to go straight down the arch. Also, quick tip, if you struggle to swallow tablets, don't tilt your head back, because it can close the esophagus a little bit. If anything, tilt your head forward. If not, just swallow. Delicious. So that's step number 1. Take tablets. Like I said, this is more like a health concoction with a bit of glutamine for digestion. If you're not on the glutamine trend, I guess I could say it, get on it. Super good, especially those with IBS or IBD. There's a lot of research showing that it can support that massively. But even for someone like myself who I don't have IBS or IBD, not that I'm aware of anyway, I've had many tests done and nothing, I find a massive difference within my digestion when I take it. I'm not a huge fan of like apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, other things like that. They tend to cause me a little bit more like acid reflux, a little bit more indigestion. I know they can help quite a lot. Well, like stomach acids and things like that. But if you are someone who already produces quite a lot of stomach acids, and don't quote me on this, I believe it can make it like worse. So I found it doesn't really do anything for me. So I just do L-glutamine. There are some digestion drinks like Digestive Max by Strom. I know, what was the other one? Gasmark 10 do a good digestion drink. So you've got a lot of digestion drinks in there if you are someone who struggles with digestion. But, caveat to this, supplements are great. But if you are someone who struggles with digestion, take a look at the actual food you are eating, not this first, because a lot of the time it's the food you're eating. And again, it's not a shameless plug, but if you're not aware, I am someone who follows a pretty minimalist diet, so everything I eat is pretty minimalist, and I put minimalist effort into it. If you want to see what my food looks like, go back to last week's video, or I can't remember when I posted it. That will show you a full day of my current diet on a training day. Today's a rest day. I've got 3 rest days in a row right now because I'm dealing with a bit of illness. I've been dealing with it for like 2 to 3 weeks, which is not ideal. And it's just been a really, really strange one because I haven't woken up one morning and go, oh, I'm ill. It seems like all of a sudden I'll just feel really ill and then I feel fine again. And as of lately, it's been like, wake up in the morning, like right now, feel amazing, get work done, get to the gym, train, feel amazing for an hour, and then after that, it just goes boom. And I feel horrendous. So I've been forced, well, it was the right call. I was going to rest myself anyway, and then run it by Tim, and he was like, yeah, you should rest. So that's what it is. Sometimes you need, like, you need to do something, but the only issue was, this time around, was the fact that my training sessions were going so freaking well that it was making me think, why would I rest if my training is this productive? And then I was just digging a bigger hole, which that alone should have made me go, that's not productive. But then I'd go back the next day and have an even better session. Yeah. But fluids. Get your fluids down you. But yeah. Morning chat done. What I'm going to do now, I've set my check-in off, which you would have seen. I'm not going to include some photos because I do that every video. That trick's dead now. I'm going to get my shoes on. Oh, do you like my socks? Some of the comfiest socks I've ever had. I'm going to get my shoes on. I'm going to drink this, get my shoes on, go for a 15-minute walk, come back and make myself some coffee. I've got some beans here. I've got my bean destroyer in there, that's what we're going to call it. My bean fucking in there. And then I'm going to have a coffee and then get stuck into some work because I've got a lot of work to catch up on. Silver lining, when you don't feel great, you have more time to put into work as opposed to trading. I got 3 new clients to set up. 1 lifestyle, 1 wanted to compete next year, and 1 potentially wanted to compete next year. And then I got a phone call, no, that was yesterday. I had a phone call yesterday with a new potential client, which would be absolutely amazing if that does come to fruition. But that what was going to lead me into the next topic, but I'm going to stop there, which is just being grateful for the people you meet on this journey. Because, man, what a journey life is, you know, what a journey it is. And what are we if we're not just balls of memories, you know? And great conversations sometimes leave you with like just a bit of a touch of fulfillment and gratefulness, and you know, not to get too bougie and deep and sentimental, but it's cool, man. It's really cool, and bodybuilding has brought me so much joy into my life, and I think the least joy has come from winning stuff, which is weird. Everything else trumps the victories, and sometimes you're having a conversation with people. Yeah, it's just so cool. But anyway. That's enough rambling. Don't know when I'm going to see you next, but maybe I'll show you some food today. It's a rest day. Maybe I'll show you some tips and tricks on how to cook some food, because some of you fuckers don't know how to cook a food. But anyway, peace out. We're out and about. We're going to try something different here with the phone. Obviously, you can see the sun is shining. The eyes are watering. But we're on the way to the store, to the superstore.
get some groceries. Just an easy way for me to get some steps done, you know. Obviously, like I said, I'm dealing with a bit of illness right now, so I'm not trying to do too many steps, and I know I'm ill. So resting heart rate is up substantially over the last few days. Usually my resting heart rate is anywhere between 50 and 51. Right now it's 58, and that's high for me. And even just walking is getting my heart rate like substantially elevated, which is a sign that my body's a bit tired overall. Because usually I struggle to get my heart rate up during cardio, during anything really, and even just right now going for like somewhat brisk walk, you know, there's a bit of an intention behind it, but it's getting the heart rate elevated. So we're gonna go to Sainsbury's, my local. It's about a 12-minute walk from my house, obviously 12-minute back. Gonna get some bassa fillets, and then we're gonna go back. Got the podcast at 2, it's currently 12:30. Get a meal in me before that. Maybe show you some behind the scenes of that. Cook a nice meal up. Not sure what meal I'm gonna have yet. Just my meals will rotate depending on how busy I am and what's the easiest and most convenient to cook sometimes. But it's been a good day so far. It's wrapped up the first bit of work. I hate the word work block. I hate that word so much, or that phrase. So wrapped up the first bit of work, wrapped up check-ins. Now I just got a few setups to do later on this afternoon, but I'll probably just get this walk done now. Get my food, cook my food, eat my food, and chill out a little bit, save some energy before the podcast, because it does wipe you. You know, it takes a lot out of you doing a podcast. And, you know, if you're just constantly on the go, you gotta take a moment now and again, just give back to yourself for even half an hour, you know. So half an hour, watch some YouTube. I don't know what I'm gonna watch some stuff on TV, do the podcast, back into work, and then at some point around 5ish, 6, chill out for the rest of the evening. I've also got to pack a bag for tomorrow or the weekend, because I'm away for the weekend in Solihull, potentially at a meetup on Saturday, to be confirmed. See how we're feeling, but need to do that at some point, and I am, let's see, struggling. But anyway, we'll see you back at the crib. But what a wonderful day to be alive, hey? Look at this, look at her.
Right, so this is going to be a bit of a different clip. Not one I expected to actually record. But, let me turn you up a bit. There we go. So, as I was doing my morning, I had a little parcel come to the door with Lara's name on it. And obviously, when parcels come, I just accept them. Well, I had 2 come actually, and you'll see one in the previous clip. But this one came, and I was like, oh, she's ordered something. And as I moved it around, I noticed what it says by here. And what it says is Cookie Box. And if you don't know who Cookie Box Co. If you don't know who Cookie Box Co. are, they make these cookies. And I've never had one, right? And I'm not someone who eats a lot of shit food, as you can probably tell. But I've been seeing these cookies on people's stories like 3-4 years, really. And I thought one day I'd love to have one. And now and again I do a bit of window shopping. I look at them, you know, and I'm human. I like a cookie now and again, you know. To be honest, I fucking love cookies. Cookies are by far one of my favorite things in life, right? I love cookies, but I just don't have them anymore, right? I just think, you know what? I don't need them. As much as I love them, I don't have them. But Lara has decided to order some without telling me, and she's just told me to open them and record my reaction. So I thought this is actually perfect, because I can record this and then put this in the YouTube video, but also cut this and send it to her. So I'm gonna open these, and this is the thing, right? This is why you don't say shit to your girlfriend sometimes, because they'll buy you these. And I'm not saying I'm gonna have them, but like I said, we got a weekend planned now Tomorrow we're going up to Solihull. We got 2 nights in a hotel booked. We're going to spend some time together, relax, chill out, just relax a little bit. You know, I done that last weekend. If you saw, I was in the rugby. I chilled out. I took a day off from bodybuilding. I had a festive baguette. Then I had like 2 burgers in the evening. I took a day off, right? Again, it's not something I do often, but that's my version of balance, right? I'm locked in. I'm locked the fuck in, as the cool kids say now. And then now and again, when I really need it, I just take the day off and I relax and I spend time with family, or I spend time with the missus, or I spend time on my own. But I take the day off bodybuilding per se, right? I tick the normal boxes I gotta tick, but I also don't mind taking a step back. It helps me mentally, it helps me physically. It doesn't take away anything from my physique. Like, I can put my check-in shots from this morning. My weight's up a little bit as well, and it's probably done me a fucking good because my weight was sticking for so long, and I had a little bit of extra food on the weekend, and my weight's finally started to go up again now. It is holding once again, but I'm sure tomorrow we're going to like a Christmas market. Maybe I'll have something there if I want it. If I don't want it, I won't. It's very simple. I'm not going to just eat for the sake of it, but if I want something, I'm not holding myself back. When occasions arise like these, I enjoy them. I don't do them often, so when they are there, I enjoy them. Anyway, long story short, she's bought these, and I don't know what they are. I have an idea. Yeah, you bastard. But basically, so what that is a cookie slab, which is pretty chunky, and on top of that, it's white chocolate. It's a white chocolate and strawberry lint ball, and randomly now and again I get these little ideas in my brain, right, and I just spit them up, and it's usually around food. I'll be like, do you know what would be really good? That on a cookie, or that on a cookie. And this came to my mind the other day. So when the cookie box girl put a story up and then I got suggestions, I was like, fuck it, I'll throw it out there. And within an hour she had made this. So it's probably my own fault, because the cookie box co-woman, I don't know her name, but she's an absolute legend. Yeah, and she's replied, well, we spoke back and forth before about just shit. And I suggested this, and within an hour she made it. And obviously I sent it to Lara. I was like, look at that, she's made one, that's crazy. And clearly she's taken the opportunity to order some. And the other thing I've been mentioning lately is Goulian chocolates, or Galians. I don't know what they're called, so I guess that's what also she's ordered. And it's funny enough, I went to Sainsbury's today, and my mum works in Sainsbury's, and I saw my mum, and the Goulian, I don't know what they're called, the chocolates were on sale, and I was like, oh my god, that'd be great. You know, I love those. I haven't had those in so long. I love those. I might get you some for Christmas, blah blah blah. And then lo and behold, we have now some fucking cookies. But these are so big. Like, I don't know how people order. I've seen people order like fucking 20 of these at once. Can you focus? Can you focus? Should we weigh them? Maybe we should weigh them. And I'm not saying I'm gonna have these. I don't know when I will have them. God damn. What's the other one saying? I think that one's heavier. No, they're not the same. And look, if you follow me, you know I do this minimalist diet shit, and it serves me purpose. But there's nothing wrong with enjoying yourself now and again in life, okay? And I don't do it often, but when I do, I might have a cookie. Not saying I'm gonna eat all that. I'm not saying I'm gonna eat it tomorrow. I don't know when I'm gonna have it. I know you can freeze them, so that might be the play there. But I'm sure, look, if I have it whenever I have it, I'll show you me eating it, because I'm sure people want to see Casey have a little bit of a cookie and enjoy stuff as well. But we're gonna leave this clip here. Carry on with the day. Speak with you soon. Yes, people. So I can't remember the last clip I actually filmed. I think it was me opening the cookies, which was yesterday. Now, fast forward 24 hours. We're in Solihull. We're in a hotel that we booked. We are away for 2 nights. We've been to the Birmingham Christmas market today, and we enjoyed ourselves. I'll have to insert some photos of what we had.
We actually didn't eat that much.
We didn't really eat at all. We pretty much fasted until 12 o'clock. We had a pack of chicken and an apple in the services, because we planned on enjoying ourselves a little bit today. So when we do that, we pull back a little bit with food. Not too complicated. That fast forwarded to us getting actually into Birmingham at like 4 p.m. You know, after we arrived here, we had to get an Uber into Birmingham. La-di-da-di-da. By the time we got to Birmingham, we were absolutely starving, so we went for... Did we have a photo of that? Yeah, we have got a photo of that. But again, I'll insert it there. That's what I'll do, just there. It'll cover you. So boom. That's what we had, was literally chicken rice, black bean sauce, and veg bowl, which was actually very enjoyable.
It was really good.
We didn't finish the rice. We left half the rice because, again, we planned to enjoy it ourselves. So we had a bit of a walk around the markets, and then we had a Lebkuchen, which insert photo now. Is me holding it. Walked a little bit longer. We thought, you know what, maybe we'll find out what else we want to eat. But it started to be a bit repetitive, honestly. A lot of things were the same things that, like, different stores with the same things. So we kind of saw everything. There was some donuts, there was some biscuits, there was some, obviously, like, German sausages. It's a German Christmas market. But in the end, we kind of just held off. We had
little marshmallow things as well.
We had a little marshmallow thing. Do we have a photo? Yeah, we have a photo of that. That's going to be there now. I'm just creating work for myself here because I have to do all this. And then we wanted to try a bratwurst, which we've never had one before, which you would have had on. I didn't enjoy. I had one bite of it.
Sausage before. I don't have a hot dog.
We haven't had the actual German hot dog before. So we bought one of them to share, which wasn't very big. But I had like one bite of it.
They had like a half-meter one.
They had a half-meter one, which is massive, but we didn't have that. We had a normal one. I took a bite, wasn't the biggest fan. You enjoyed it a bit more than me. And then we came back. Anyway, long story short, came back to the hotel, thought we'd go out for food tonight instead. Came back, laid down, looking at places to go, couldn't decide. And we thought, do you know what? Too tired anyway. We're not going to enjoy the food. So here we are. We're back in the hotel room. There's a Tesco across the street. And we're eating packed chicken and ham, which is not, ham's not the best of choices, but I wanted some ham. We got some salad. We got some rice cakes. We got some quark. We brought protein powder, and then Ellie is eating cottage cheese, fat-free cottage cheese with a pack of ham, and she's got an apple.
And I got some persimmon things there.
Oh yeah, and she's got some fruit. I'm not trying to show it, but basically, long story short, as I was saying in the previous clip, it's okay to enjoy yourselves. It's also okay to, when you have the idea to enjoy yourselves, don't just enjoy yourselves and send it for no other reason. Just because you said, oh, I need to, I've given myself the day off today, I have to eat everything in sight. Sometimes you're best off just being like, well, I actually don't want that. I don't really want that either. Enjoy the things you do want to eat, like the Lebkuchen. They're my favorite things in the world. I saw them, I was like, I'm having one of those. So we had one each. We had half and half, so one each. And that was good. And we were good. We didn't just keep eating, although we both could have because we were absolutely starving. We were like, nah, we tried that now. Let's move on. Let's see if there's anything else we like. But there wasn't. And then even tonight now, we were both absolutely starving, laying in bed, looking at places to go. So many options, but realistically, you look on Uber Eats and it's always the same stuff anyways. It's the same stuff I can get everywhere in Wales, so we're not going to get anything from there. There is a Mediterranean restaurant across the street, but by the time we read the menu, and the menu sounds unreal, especially the pizzas, and we're in a restaurant, we're staying in a hotel with a restaurant, we were like, we're just going to be too tired. We don't want to do this. So
rather enjoy the food.
We'll enjoy the food, maybe do enjoy the food tomorrow instead. And it's just like a message to be like, just because you set the day up to enjoy yourself, it doesn't mean you have to go through with it if in the end it's not like the best choice. Don't force it, because just like a fart, if you force it, it's going to be shit. Long story short. So I just thought it'd be good to show you what we're eating. So we're going to get a bit of protein in. What's this? Like 40 grams of protein right there, because obviously I'm behind on food today. I got the quark. I got some protein. I'm not going to eat it all, but we're just going to have a little bit of food. We're going to go to bed, and then tomorrow we'll maybe take you along. We don't know what we're going to do, but if we end up having some food, we'll show you. If I don't, then I'll see you sometime soon.
And I was meant to bring the cookies, but...
Oh yeah, the cookies that we bought, actually the cookies that you saw in the previous clip, we thought we'll take them this weekend, but maybe we'll enjoy them, because that was the plan. Even though I said I don't know what we're going to do with them, in the end we're like, oh, let's take them with us, let's enjoy them, and we fucking forgot them. So they're in the fridge in my house. which is 2.5 hours away, and we don't get back until Sunday evening.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So they go in the freezer maybe for next weekend, but we've got nothing planned next weekend, so we probably want to have them. We probably want to have them now for a few weeks, which is usually what, or unless she.
You speak for yourself.
Yeah, I was gonna say the way I was saying that, I could tell by just looking at you that you were like, we didn't agree on that. But in my opinion, in my brain, this is how like I plan things around occasions, because I've got no occasions. It's actually my mum's birthday next weekend.
Yeah, but realistically, I say that, but I'm not going to eat them without
No,
so.
I plan things around occasion. So in my opinion, I'm like, oh, well, the next occasion now is Christmas, so maybe I'll just have the cookie during Christmas. But I'm gonna have so much other food during Christmas. I'm sure I'll have it before that. It's just the way my brain works. So ideally, we would have had some food tomorrow and then a cookie after it, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna enjoy our chicken, our ham. We're gonna have a nice early night because it's literally 9 o'clock. This is the funny part, right? This clip has been extended for no reason, but we're staying in a hotel, and downstairs in the lobby is a lovely bar, it's a lovely restaurant, and you see all these people having a nice time Friday evening. They're like, the guy in the hotel is like, oh, it's live music tonight, come down, enjoy yourselves. We're the youngest people here, and we're like, mate, it's 9 o'clock, I'm going to bed. And it's just funny, and I said that, like I said to Laura when we got in the room, it's funny, because people go away, they book restaurants, they have like nice meals, they just go to bed late, they have a drink, and we're like Tesco eating packed ham and chicken just in the hotel room,
off a desk
whilst recording a video on the phone. And it's just the life you choose to live, and if you didn't love it, you just wouldn't do it. But it's funny, it's funny what we do to do what we do. But anyway, we're going to leave that there. Speak to you soon. Coffee.
Hi, Chloe. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Matt. This is Chloe.
Nice to meet you.